This is the Spirit of New England,
Live
WBZ Boston.
from Dunfey's Hyannis
Westinghouse Broadcasting.
The Shadow.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
The Shadow, who aids the forces of law and order, is in reality Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. Years ago in the Orient, Cranston learned a strange and mysterious secret: the hypnotic power to cloud men's minds so they cannot see him. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the voice of the invisible shadow belongs. Today's drama, The Reflection of Death.
John, let's shop here. Come on, let's go in.
Antiques? My dear Nancy, it's quite true that we've been married for more than a month now, but we're not up to antiques yet.
Silly. Oh, please, John.
All right.
Oh, darling, what a funny place.
Yeah. Dark as a tomb in here, isn't it? I bet if you open that wardrobe there in the corner, bats would fly out.
That? Oh, I'm afraid I startled you, good lady.
You startled me, too.
If anything were to come out of that wardrobe, it would be something quite different.
Like what?
Oh, I'd hardly venture to say. You see, a lady hanged herself in that wardrobe.
Hanged herself? Oh.
Oh, John, look. That mirror hanging against the wall. Oh, that's beautiful.
There's a story about that mirror.
Oh, darling, it's lovely. I could put it over my dressing table.
And not very expensive. Only $15.
Oh, that isn't too much.
No, perhaps because of the story.
What story?
That mirror was made in the days when witches were being burned, and people believed in visions usually.
Oh.
Dreadful visions.
Old wives' tales.
We know better now, perhaps. But it was said in those days that a mirror made as this one was, in a rather strange and horrible fashion, showed much more than ordinary mirrors.
What did it show?
The faces of those about to die. Of course, not everyone could see the faces in the mirror. Only those who had the gift.
Gift? How could they tell if they had the gift?
Oh, there were many signs. Perhaps the most certain
Nancy,
sign
it's getting late.
was what they called the ears of Pan. Ears with pointed lobes.
Nancy, do you want the mirror?
Oh, yes. Yes, dear, I do.
All right. Will you have the mirror cleaned and sent to 29 Ridge Road, please? The name is Craig.
Yes, sir. This afternoon.
Good. Nancy, shall we?
Oh, my hat.
It's caught in the stand. It serves you right for wearing a hat with ribbons.
There.
That's funny.
What is, dear?
I never noticed your ears before.
Well, what about them?
Well, the lobes. They're pointed.
The Shadow, on WBZ's big broadcast, benefiting Muscular Dystrophy, continues in a moment.
Yes?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Good. I've been sitting staring into it for hours.
No, not really. I've just been dreaming.
Of what?
How happy I am.
Oh, darling. Well, it's 11 o'clock. I'd better go downstairs and lock up.
Hurry back, darling. I don't like that thunder. Oh, the lights. John?
What is it?
The lights in this room went out.
Well, it's a fuse, maybe. I'll take a look down here.
All right, honey. Funny, staring into a mirror when it's dark. I wonder, Am I really in the mirror, even though I can't see myself? No. No. No! Mr. Cranston, you'll think I'm insane.
Well, I don't think I will at all, Mrs. Craig.
Oh, thank you.
Mrs. Craig, why don't you tell Lamont your story, just as you told it to me when you phoned this morning?
All right, I will. I know you've helped people, Mr. Cranston.
Well, whenever I could.
Well, John laughed at this whole thing.
John?
My husband. But I can't laugh. It was so clear.
Well, it isn't clear to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You see, yesterday morning, we bought a mirror in an antique shop. The woman who sold it to us said there was a legend connected with it. That if you were gifted, you could see the faces of people about to die in it.
Yes?
Well, last night, I saw my father's face in the mirror.
Huh.
His face. Not mine at all. And it was horrible.
Well, horrible in what way?
Well, his face was distorted. All crumpled. It was as if he were dead.
Oh, Mrs. Craig, you mustn't let it upset you too much.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it must have been an illusion. Possibly you were tired and overwrought, and unconsciously you were thinking about the story you'd been told about the mirror.
No, I wasn't tired. I wasn't overwrought. I was very happy, Mr. Cranston. Please, will you come with me and look at the mirror?
Well,
Of course he will, Mrs. Craig. And I have the address. When shall we come?
This afternoon, before John gets home. I don't want him to think I'm hysterical.
We'll be there, Mrs. Craig.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
What a lovely house the Craigs have, Lamont.
Yes, lovely and old.
Ooh, very musical doorbell.
Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. Mrs. Craig is expecting us, I believe.
Oh, yes. Come in. Mrs. Craig is in the drawing room here.
Yes?
Blevins, ma'am. A lady and gentleman to see you.
Please show them in.
Yes, ma'am. Do go in, please.
Thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Craig.
Hello, Margot.
Oh.
Mr. Cranston.
Feeling better?
Oh, yes, I guess I am. Oh, perhaps I was being silly. I've been sitting here thinking about it. Oh, maybe I didn't see anything in that mirror after all.
Well, it could be.
Yes, what is it?
Blevins, a telegram, Mrs. Craig.
Oh, all right, Blevins. Come in.
A Western Union messenger just brought it, ma'am.
Oh, excuse me, please. I wasn't expecting a telegram.
Oh, go ahead and read it. We've plenty of time.
Thank you. No.
Lamont, she's going to faint.
I've got her. But I'll put her on the couch. Margot, the telegram.
Yes. Well, it's very short, sent from upstate. It says, regret to inform you your father died this morning at Interlaken Hospital, signed head nurse. Her father, Lamont.
Oh, Margot, how is she?
Well, the doctor's with her, and he's giving her a sedative to take later on.
You know, I'm worried about her.
And so's her husband. He's sitting at her bedside like a lost soul. He's very nice. Lamont, was it a coincidence?
Mr. Cranston?
Oh, yes, Blevins.
You rang from me.
Yes, the mirror, the one over Mrs. Craig's dressing table.
The new mirror, sir?
That's right. It's to go up to the attic at once.
But Mrs. Craig was so fond of it.
Nevertheless, I'd like to have you take it up to the attic right away.
Very well, sir.
I don't like him.
Well, he's just a sullen old man.
Well, we'd better go. It's late.
You know, I hate leaving her, but... Oh, it's nonsense. Her husband's here. She'll be given a sedative. All right, Margot, there's nothing can happen tonight. Let's go.
I can't.
Nancy Craig. Nancy Craig. Nancy Craig. Listen.
To what?
There's a mirror in the house, Nancy Craig. Go and find the mirror, Nancy Craig. Go and find it.
Don't know where it is.
Upstairs, Nancy Craig.
Upstairs?
Yes. That's what it is.
Yes, upstairs. Oh, the door is closed.
Go, get it.
No.
Yes, the attic.
There it is.
Now, look into the mirror.
No.
Nancy Craig, look into the mirror.
I don't want to. Oh!
What do you see in the mirror, Nancy Craig?
A face. I see a face.
Whose face do you see, Nancy Craig?
Blevins. Green. It's green.
What else do you see, Nancy Craig?
No. I don't want to see.
What else do you see, Nancy Craig?
You see his neck. There's a rope around his neck. A rope. It's drawn tight. Tight. He's dead.
The Shadow on WBZ's big broadcast benefiting muscular dystrophy continues in a moment. At the request of Nancy Craig, Margot and Lamont have been investigating the mysterious happenings in connection with a strange mirror. It is after midnight now as the phone rings in Cranston's apartment.
Hello?
Cranston?
Yes.
John Craig. I didn't want to wake you in the middle of the night, but Cranston, Nancy's disappeared.
What do you want?
Step aside, Blevins. We're coming in.
Oh, you are?
Where's Craig?
I don't know. I don't care.
Blevins.
Lamont, he acts so strangely as though we were drugged.
Cranston,
Oh, hello, Craig. Margot's with me.
There's no sign of Nancy. No sign at all.
Well, when did you miss her?
When I called you half an hour ago, I'd been sitting up. I couldn't sleep. The doctor had gone after having given Nancy a sedative. Finally, I went upstairs and stopped in her room to see if she was all right. She wasn't there.
Well, the other rooms?
I looked all through the house.
The attic.
The attic? Well, no, we never go up there.
Well, you better go up there now.
But why the attic?
Because that's where the mirror is.
There she is, lying on the floor in front of the mirror.
Nancy.
Poor old Blevins. He's the funny old man.
She's delirious, Craig. Pick her up.
I've got her.
Carry her downstairs. We need a doctor.
Green. Blevins was green. The roof red. The furniture brown. Poor old Blevins. He looked so funny in the mirror.
Open that door, Cranston, will you? I'll put her to bed. There.
All right, phone the doctor, Craig.
I'll get him. He lives just a few doors away.
Margot and I will stay here. You'd better hurry.
Lamont, she saw Blevins in the mirror. It must have been a dream.
Not only that, Blevins was green.
Does that mean anything?
Well, it might. If what I'm thinking is true, it's a possibility.
Lamont, she didn't really see anything in the mirror, did she?
I think Blevins needs a visit from the shadow.
Did she see anything in the mirror, Lamont?
I'm afraid, Margot, that she did see something in the mirror.
Blevins.
No. Oh, well, what's that?
Blevins.
Who said that? Who?
Don't look around for me, Blevins. You can't see me.
I'm sick, and I can't see.
Blevins. Although you can't see me, I'm here. I'm not your imagination.
Oh, I'm sick, and now you've come. Wherever you are, whoever you are, I feel sick.
Blevins, do you hate Mrs. Craig?
I hate...
Have you been playing tricks on her?
No tricks, no tricks, no. Someone's been playing tricks on me.
Blevins! I'm afraid he can't hear me anymore. Blevins is beyond all tricks.
The doctor said Nancy's very ill. He's staying with her until the nurse comes, and then she'll require constant attention.
Yes, Blevins is dead. He was poisoned, really.
Was he?
An overdose of Mrs. Craig's sedative.
That's what the police said?
Yes. They're staying in the background because Mrs. Craig's illness. They'll want to question her.
Cranston, they don't think...
Well, it makes a certain amount of sense. She saw Blevins in the mirror. That meant that Blevins had to die. Perhaps she took care of him.
You don't believe that?
Is there any other explanation?
No. Nancy isn't well. She hasn't been. She can't be held responsible for anything she's done.
She's asleep. The doctor gave her an injection that'll keep her under until morning. Lamont.
Yes. Well, come along, Margot. Well, good night, Craig.
Good night.
Home, Lamont?
No. Upstate.
Upstate?
To the town where Nancy's father lived and died. I want to find out just how far that mirror can see.
No, I don't mind telling you all I know, Mr. Cranston. I've been police chief in this town for over 30 years, and I've done all right.
Yes, I'm sure you have.
All right, then. Listen. Now, Pete Owens was a wealthy man and a good man. He come up here on a hunting trip. Died from falling off Eagle's Nest Cliff a couple of miles out of town. Now, what he was doing there, well, nobody knows. He might have fallen off, might have been pushed. That's all I know.
Well, you've helped us a great deal, Chief. I don't know what Nancy Craig's father was doing up on that cliff either, but I think I know now whether he fell or was pushed.
Just rest quietly, Nancy. I'll be back in a minute. Now then, Nancy's all settled.
Craig.
What?
John Craig.
Who's that?
Come with me, Craig.
Who is it? Where are you?
The shadow of guilt, murderer's fear. Follow me up to the attic.
The attic? No.
Come on, Craig. You know the way. You made others follow you.
What do you want with me?
I have something to show you.
I don't want to see it.
Now, Craig. Over there against the rafter.
What is it?
Get closer and you can see. Closer. There. Look at it in the moonlight. You can see now, can't you, Craig?
The mirror.
What do you see in the mirror?
What? No.
What do you see in the mirror?
My face. My own face in the mirror.
Yes. The face of a murderer, Craig. The murderer who killed Nancy's father. The one who pushed him off the cliff.
No.
The one who poisoned Blevins.
No.
You killed them both. So you'd inherit your father-in-law's fortune, didn't you, Craig? Didn't you?
Well, all right. Maybe I did kill those two old fools, but you'll never prove it. I'll destroy the evidence. I'll smash this wretched mirror to 1,000 pieces. What are you laughing at?
It's too late, Craig.
Too late?
Yes. The mirror has already shown you your own reflection of death.
The Shadow on WBZ's Big Broadcast, benefiting muscular dystrophy, continues in a moment.